Hey, this is Anthony with RevZilla. Watch, decide, and ride. Welcome to our detailed breakdown of the new Dainese Scout 2 Gore-Tex, available at RevZilla.com. This is the Scout 2 Gore-Tex, still coming in under the $200 mark. 3-season cold weather Gore-Tex from Dainese. Again, we're fans of the direction this glove has continued to go as it progresses through its lineage. Now, on my left, you're right, on the table, this is the Scout Evo, came out in 2013, which was a rock-solid option, which was $10 cheaper. This glove replaces it. So now you're getting closer to that $190 mark. You're still Gore-Tex, waterproof, breathable, guaranteed for life. And ultimately, you still have 100 grams of Primaloft, which is a third-party synthetic fill that allows you to get 3 seasons in cold weather out of the Scout. Now, the Scout 2 is really going to be sport touring, multi-season touring for the wintertime months, the fall, early in the spring. Again, cool to cold weather riding. And the big changes here, outside of that $10, I'm going to tell you why I don't care about the fact that it went up $10, is the fact that this glove versus the previous glove now gets a hard palm slider, which is awesome. It gets outseam protection on the pinky, which is awesome. And it also gets tech finger. So tech finger, tech thumb for pinch zoom, multi-touch devices. That's going to be your Android or your iPhone device. There is only one real gripe I have when you compare these two gloves together, and that is going to be the fact, and we've seen this across the board from a lot of manufacturers, but if you look at the Scout Evo in my left hand, it had more leather in the palm. It just did. This glove is a mixture of leather and Amica suede, leather on the outseam, leather in the control areas. It's almost like they stole some of the leather from the palm, and they just kind of moved it around. So a little bit less, but it is a bit of a trade-off. But ultimately, with the finger, with the palm slider, and with the outseam protection, I think they've done a better job and better executed here on the Scout 2, which again comes in your black and it comes in your high-vis version. You've served us well, Scout Evo. See you later. Quick note on Fitment. This does have 100 grams of Primaloft. Again, it's going to take away from some of the fill. You'd expect that in an insulated glove, but the fit's not bad. There's plenty of elastication. The knuckle works with you. Again, I'm wearing a size large. Textile gloves typically don't break in as much, so again, make sure you get the fit right. But again, Dainese has done a great job at really covering their fit for the American market. I wear a large in Dainese, a large in Revit, I wear a large in First Gear, a large in Icon. Again, very similar in its fit scheme. The only guys that really still fit quote-unquote European, which means they fit about a size small, are going to be Alpine Stars these days. So use the size chart, ship free over $39, and I'd love if you click our logo, subscribe to us at RevZilla on our YouTube channel, stay up to date with our latest and greatest, but leave me your comments, your questions, your feedback here on this new Scout 2, and tell me if you think I got it wrong. Now, diving into the glove itself, let's start from the top and work our way back. Notice stretch textile moves into a little bit of a beefier textile. You do have leather accents working your way in. We now have this high vis coupled with your black here. These are going to be really temper foam elements, just adding a little bit of padding. On the previous version, there were 3. This version, there's 2. I actually think it looks a little bit cleaner. I think there's a little bit of a style refinement on this new Scout 2. The other thing, too, and I should have called it out with fit, is this glove is now fit unisex. That was a big call out. I should have said that earlier. But ultimately, it comes from 3XS, 3 extra small, up to 3XL. So ultimately, lady riders out there that like this glove, really, which doesn't have anything that's extra masculine or extra feminine about it, even the blacked out version, really getting that size chart down, that size curve down, allows it to be more accessible. Notice you still have your hard knuckle, which again is the right size and is ergonomic. It sits in the right spot, again, giving you that additional safety impact rating. Micro-elastication right in front of that to allow the hard knuckle to move with you. Little bit of TPU that's baked in. You can see them accented here mid-digitally. We talked about the outseam protection done in GOAT. And then again, mid-digital, high-vis along the back. This is the high-vis version, actually, that we love, giving you a little bit of extra visibility when you're riding, again, deeper into the season. Now, as we rotate it around here, it's a single cuff design down here on the gauntlet. It's actually a double cuff because it does have the wrist strap keeping it on your hand. And again, notice how big this gauntlet is. Plenty big enough to allow you to get a jacket under it and cinch it down, but ultimately giving you this big stretch cinch. It allows you to make this tight, and it allows you to get it underneath your jacket if you like to ride that way as well. So keep that in mind. Moving up the glove into the palm of the hand, notice, could use a little bit of extra leather over here. You have leather on the control patch, leather on the inside of the thumb. You do have this impact slider for the palm protection, as well as lateral slides on the outside, the lateral side of the hand. Notice into your fingers, you do have Amica suede and Clarino. I'll be really interesting to see folks that buy these gloves and wear them over 2-3 seasons, lots of miles into the wet, if this Clarino holds up over time. Typically when it gets wet over time, sometimes we see with super hardcore abuse, you're gonna wear through the usable life of these gloves faster than if it was all leather. Again, that's gonna be your choice to make. Notice we did talk about the Touch Tech finger. You do have leather on the tips of the fingers, so when you're gripping, you're going to get a little bit more durability there. And then they covered you with this outseam protection and a little pop of reflectivity. You also have reflectivity along the back side of the cuff as well laid out, giving you a little bit of extra protection at night. Remember, this is still a Gore-Tex glove, waterproof, breathable, guaranteed for life, allowing you to stop Mother Nature while allowing your hand to perspire and allowing all the sweat to evaporate out, keeping you more comfortable, keeping you from getting clammy. Clammy and cold sucks, and that happens when a glove is not as breathable enough, but is going to carry a waterproof rating. So ultimately, you heard me gripe a little bit about the amount of leather, but ultimately with all the additional features such as touch tech, the palm slider, as well as the lateral protection here with the finger getting leather up the lateral side for impact protection, I'm a fan of the progression of the new Scout 2 over the Scout Evo. That's why we throw it away, never to be seen again. Actually, it'll probably go on closeout if it hasn't already. Now, the next step in your journey is click the info button, your desktop, your mobile device. Visit the product detail page at RevZilla.com. Read other rider reviews. You shouldn't just take my word for it. As always, we'll ship free over $39. If you want to talk to a gear geek, see us at RevZilla.com or 877-792-9455. Thanks for watching our detailed breakdown. Remember, subscribe to us at RevZilla on our YouTube channel. Stay up to date with our opinion on the latest and greatest in the moto universe. I'm Anthony. We'll see you next time.